Hello, welcome to today's session where we will be talking about the transition from Web2 to Web3, the features of Web2 and Web3, and better understand the applications of the Web3 technology and everything in between. So let's get started. So what exactly is Web2, you might ask? So Web2 refers to the version of the internet that most of us know today, an internet dominated by companies that provide services in exchange for your personal data. So Web2 is the second stage of internet development, and it refers to the websites that emphasizes the user-generated content, ease of use, participatory culture, and interoperability for the end users. Darcy DiNucci coined the term in 1999. It is characterized primarily by the change from static web pages to dynamic or user-generated content and the growth for social media. In simple terms, Web2 brought about very cost-efficient communication systems, and Web3 is the evolution of Web2. It incorporates the concept of decentralization, blockchain technology, and token-based economies. Now that we have gotten the gist of what Web2 is, it is important for us to look at the features of Web2. So what are the features of Web2? There are about 5 features of Web2. Number 1, this free information sorting permits users to retrieve and classify information collectively. Number 2, there's dynamic content that is responsive to user input. Number 3, there's information flows between the site owner and the site users using evaluation and online commenting. Number 4, there's developed APIs to allow self-usage, such as by software application. And number 5, there is a web access that leads to different concerns from traditional internet user base to a wider variety of users. Awesome. So let us now take a deep dive into the Web3 technology so that you can understand what exactly is Web3, what are the features of Web3, and how best can we implement the usage of Web3 technology. So in our previous chapter, we realized that Web3 is the evolution of Web2. In this chapter, we are going to dive deep into what exactly is Web3. So Web3 is the proposition to democratize access to global communication, access to information and remote communication. It is quite an international barrier-free market because the recruiting companies are also willing to hire you without having to submit your curriculum vitae with the perfect work experience and an ideal university degree. This technology is here to create job opportunities and disrupt the usual traditional ways of work. Ideally, Web3 is the evolution of the internet. It is the future. Web3 comes in to create that internet value. It gives individuals a platform to work together remotely on projects and share the value that a collective group of people creates. It could be individuals affiliated with decentralized autonomous organization cooperatives, these are the DAOs, or existing modality accessible to all existing contributors that have contributed or are willing to contribute to creating that value. As a contributor, you don't necessarily have to create something new, but can contribute by owning your experience and contributing to any existing projects. For instance, at her DAO, there are various guilds such as the Relationship Guild, Community Guild, Marketing and Design Guild, Sponsorship and Grants Guild, Developers Guild, Treasury Guild, IRL Events Guild, and Incubator Guild. These guilds allow contributors to contribute differently toward the Web3 ecosystem. Check down below on the link that we have provided for you to be able to get started as a contributor at DAO. So, now that we have understood what exactly is Web3 technology and the organizations that are affiliated with the Web3 technology, let us look at the features of Web3. So there are about 5 features of Web3 technology. So what are these features? Number 1, semantic web. What do we mean by semantic web? Web3 uses semantic web to improve web technologies in demand to create, share, and connect content through search and analysis based on the capability to comprehend the meaning of the words rather than on keywords or numbers. Number 2, the artificial intelligence. Web3 technology uses AI to combine this capability with the natural language processing. In Web3, computers can distinguish information like humans to provide faster and more relevant results. They become more intelligent to fulfill the requirements of the users. Number 3 feature is the 3D graphics. Web3 technology uses the 3D graphics. The three-dimensional design is being used widely in websites and services in the Web3, such as the museum guides, the computer games, the e-commerce, the geospatial context, etc. All these examples are uses the 3D graphics in the Web3 technology. The connectivity. So with Web3, information is more connected thanks to the semantic metadata. As a result, the user experience evolves to another level of connectivity that leverages all the available knowledge. Feature number 5 is the ubiquity. So the content is accessible by multiple applications. Every device is connected to the web and all the services can be used everywhere. Awesome. Now I hope you're convinced that Web3's main focus is the evolution of the internet. Web3 ecosystem requires an understanding of the predictions and the hypothesis around the future of work. It might not be largely indifferent, but at the moment, there are mega trends in innovation that are evolving and people are now starting to work fewer hours with their employees. The significant retirement age in Africa, for instance in Kenya, is 60 years. Most African countries still embrace the traditional models, whereas in emerging economies where these traditional models don't work, for instance in Germany, most jobs are informally based on completion and exiting a project with a short duration of project working engagement. In the overall global space, more for this will exist as a gig economy, whereby people will take up projects using internet technologies to collaborate on projects, creating values that require different business models modeling to spread the value. Over the 20 years ago, e-commerce such as Amazon made it possible for readers to purchase a book without necessarily having to go to the bookstore physically, and shipping of the book is made possible over the internet. This evolving technology is the future of Web3. Thank you for staying with us this far, and don't forget to check out our next episode on ecosystems in Web3. Ciao!